So we're here with the Iconia Tab A100. I haven't had a chance to check this out with Honeycomb yet. Tested it out at MWC with 2.X at that time. Obviously the hardware is the same. Just to quickly go over it again, you've got your stereo speakers at the bottom, HDMI port out, so it takes a standard cable. You won't need a docking station for that. There's the docking port. There's also micro USB out as well. So over the Galaxy Tab, those two are a slight advantage. You've also got micro SD and SIM card slot there. The volume and power. Actually, I think that's screen lock at the top there. Sorry about the focus. Power button and indicator lamp and headphone socket, and then on the left hand side nothing there. So one of the things about Honeycomb is that it's optimized for dual core processors, so you do get even where the application is not optimized for dual core, you get some advantage with Honeycomb on dual core. So what I'm doing here is the SunSpider test, which gives us a fair idea of browser processing power, browser rendering power. It's not anything to do with graphics, and I actually believe it might be a single core application as it runs through, but we should get a feel for, it should be around 2.3 seconds, so 2,300 milliseconds. Let's just let that run through. One thing I want to mention is the screen. Let me just tilt it to the left. It's pretty good. Top is pretty good, bottom pretty good, but on the right hand side it is really bad. And obviously this is not an IPS display. Acer have equivalent of IPS displays, but they haven't used it in the A100. So what happens is when you're reading, when you're quite close, one eye sees, and you actually even see it in this video, one eye sees a slightly different color and definition than the other eye, and you get this kind of really weird, almost like you look at it through red and green glasses. So if you're thinking of this as an ebook reader, I have to say no. Be careful, because this screen issue is significant in the portrait mode. Obviously, in horizontal mode, it doesn't make any difference. So that's run through there, 2.3 seconds. So I was pretty close there. Exactly what I said, 2,300 milliseconds. Let's see if I can just zoom in on that. There it is, which is par for the course for Honeycomb on Tegra. Let's just have a look, check through to see how smooth it is, see actually if we can see which version it's running. Based on the smoothness, I reckon it's not running 3.2, I reckon it's running 3.0 or 3.1. I'm wrong, it's running 3.2. So it's got the better optimized version of Honeycomb on there. Let's have a look at the apps, see if there's anything special on here. Acer have their Clearfire app, which is DLNA. On the A500, I don't think that works extremely well. They're shipping with Kobo application and all the other stuff. Obviously, it's a Google certified tablet. Now, for people that have the Galaxy Tab, and we're thinking about the Tab 7.7 compared to the A100, you've got price to think about. This is going to be a much lower priced device compared to the 7.7. Even when the 7.7 comes down to street prices, this will be cheaper, so you've got to think about that. If you're not thinking of using it for a lot of reading, which actually I think a lot of people will be doing with the 7-inch portrait mode, then this is an option. If you're thinking of it as a PMP and maybe gaming and stuff like that, this is an option. But because of that screen issue, I actually wouldn't recommend it for portrait mode usage, at least not long term anyway. So that's another look at the Iconia Tab A100 at IFA 2011. My name's Chippy with CarryPad.com.